Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well today. Today I'm going to film a birthday makeup trial. It's my birthday coming up, it's my 30th birthday. I am filming like a little birthday vlog which will be coming out a week after this video. But yeah, I've got a birthday party up in London. All my friends and family are coming to it. And obviously I need to slay. I need my makeup to look the best it has. And so I'm doing a trial. I'm not doing anything crazy. I just want to make sure that everything that I do, I'm happy with. I kind of know the eye look, but again, I just want to test it out. Sit with it, see if it's like dramatic enough. All that jazz. Also, I think this will end up being a bit of like a favourites full glam look as well, because I've kind of picked out my go-to full glam like favourites, because if you can't use them on your birthday, when else are you going to use them? So yeah, so this is going to be a little pre-birthday look. I have changed my outfit like last minute, so I had my outfit planned for like 2 months and I panic bought some more options and they didn't get delivered today, which is very annoying. I wanted to like do the glam, try on the outfits, but every have just been annoying. And I'm leaving for London on Tuesday, so I only have tomorrow. They have to come tomorrow, otherwise I'm going to be wearing my original outfit, which if I have to wear it, I'm fine, but I now have my like heart set on something new. So, but let's get into the glam. I would love it if you can like and subscribe. It would mean an awful lot to me. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I've taken kind of inspo for the eye look from a few of like the videos that I've done on my channel. The biggest one I'm kind of taking inspo from is my Khloe Kardashian makeup look. I just loved how it looked. I think the eye look was really flattering, and it's like dramatic but not like OTT, but I am going to add a bit of glitter, I think to this. So sparkles and like that kind of party season look is going to be the vibe, so I feel like I kind of have to go sparkly. Okay, to start off with priming, I don't feel like this is a surprise to the people that watch me regularly. I'm going in with a lot of primers. I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to go in with my VIEVE Skin Nova. This is just one of my favourite primers. It is a little bit pricier than some of my other ones, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I really love the kind of glow it gives my skin, and it's really, really hydrating. So I'm just kind of really just working that in. I really tried to do good skincare this week to see if it helped me with all my breakouts that I just seem to be getting all the time ever since I came off contraception. And yeah, it just hasn't helped. I don't know what is happening. I thought the fact that I wasn't really doing much kind of skincare and I didn't really have much of a routine was like working against me. I feel like I've kind of gone over my skincare and it's kind of inflamed everything, so bit of a pickle about that. I'm gonna go in with my liquid poreless putty primer, and I'm just putting this on the centre of my face, and I'm going to use a brush to just push this in. So even though I'm using a lot of primers, I am using them like for different reasons. I feel like if you don't prime, your skin just won't look as nice, and I'm sure people feel differently, but I just will know full well if I haven't primed properly, my base just won't look as nice. I am also going to go in with a bit of my iconic blurring primer. This one you could skip. I'm kind of doing this one just because I love the primer, but I do feel like when I don't use it, my skin knows. Like my skin just plays ball, and I need my makeup to stick. I need it to last. The party, I need to be ready for 6. And I probably won't get home until like 2. So I need it to last like a good, like 7 hours. Which, when you're having loads of photographs and I'm going to be drinking and sweating and dancing, like I need my makeup to look good. Next I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. My e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and this is the niacinamide one. And this will help like lock everything in. This is important for like grip. This makes everything like super tacky, so this will kind of like bouncing. And it will literally just keep everything in place. And then my skin is like tacky now. The reason I don't put that on first is I like all the other products to like melt in. The hydration to be like in. Then I kind of put this on top to kind of lock everything. And then I'm going to go with my e.l.f. Halo Glow filter. And I add this on top because I use this mostly for like colour and like a base for my foundation. What I'm actually going to do with this is I'm going to take some setting spray on my sponge. This was a tiny bit damp, but I'm just making it that bit, little bit more. And I'm going to use this with a sponge. So this is kind of just setting like a nice base for my foundation. This gives me a really nice colour. It probably is a little bit too dark for me to wear by itself, but I never really wear this product by itself. And by using a sponge with setting spray, you're just kind of like adding the setting spray almost like in with the product. And I just think this is just extra for keeping everything locked in. Okay, so now we've got a very prepped base. I feel like my skin is hydrated. I feel like it's got a nice colour. I think it's glowy and dewy. I feel like it looks plump and youthful. So yeah, happy. For foundation, I didn't know whether to go in with my NARS Radiant Longwear or my MAC Studio Radiance. Like I'm umming and ahhing. I know my Longwear, I know this is good, but I've been loving my Studio Radiance recently. What I might do is I might do half and half for this video, and then after I've worn it for a few hours I can kind of see which one I prefer. So I'm going to go in with my NARS, and this is in Mont Blanc. And so I've just kind of put that on this side, and I'm just going to again use the same sponge and just bounce this in. This is a beautiful, beautiful foundation. And I really do like the tone of it. With my, I think I've said this before in my videos, I have Mont Blanc in every foundation from NARS. I find that the undertones aren't the same. This is the perfect undertone. I wish all my other ones were this undertone. My Sheer Glow has more of like a yellow undertone. And my light reflecting one, I think that one's either really too dark or too pale. But they are all Mont Blanc, which is annoying. Okay, that looks really nice. And then on this side I'm going to go in with my MAC Serum Powered Foundation. I do love this foundation. This has been my like most recent go-to. I feel like you just can't forget. Like before this came out, 100% I would have used the NARS one. The NARS one is a bit glowier when you put them like next to each other. To be honest, this is quite a good little test to see how they are next to each other as well, like what the difference is. Yeah, the MAC one is a little bit, I mean it's still quite radiant, but it's a little less radiant. But they both give off the same like coverage. I guess we'll just have to see how they wear and kind of what I prefer. I'm just going to go in with a bit with my Bear With Me concealer serum, and I'm just going to spot conceal with this. This is almost my like skin colour, so I like to use this just to add like that initial layer of coverage, and I find it covers things really nicely because it's got that bit of more hydration in it. I feel like it doesn't dry things out. Next we're going to go in with my all-time favourite. This is the VIEVE concealer. And this is one of the best kind of full coverage concealers to me, because it's not too much. Like, I can't use things like the HMB or things like that all the time because it's just too much for me. I'll use that like if I'm going very drastic, but this is my kind of like a go-to if I want something very full coverage. I'm very excited to celebrate and go into my 30s. I do always have kind of like a birthday, like I do always do something for my birthday, but this is the first time I've had like a party like this ever. So it's going to be really lovely just to kind of have everyone I love like in one room. Okay, looking at it right now, I think I like the NARS side more. I am going to go in with my contour cake from Pink Honey. And I am just going to apply this kind of like I normally do. I like to do this kind of quite blown out, even though it's a contour. I'm just going to do it under here as well. I mean, I feel very bronze, but I feel like that's the look I want. I'm very radiant. And then I'm going to go in with my Pink Honey, but this is in the face frosting, so this is the actual bronzer. And I'm just adding a hint of like warmth. So this is the contour cake. And then this is the... So this is in S'mores and Kisses, and then this is in Milky Mocha, and you can see this is just got like warmth to it. And I'm just blending. Like, the key to a flawless, like whatever you're doing, is just blending, 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 and just going over it. Next I'm going to go in with my P. Louise Cheek of It blush, and this is in Gentle Ginger. This is one of my favourite tones with these blushes. It's almost like a peachy pink, but it's not very dark. That's the kind of tone, and I quite like that in a blush. And I'm just adding this here, and I'm kind of going into the eye a bit. I'm keeping it quite high, and it just, this colour I think really is just super subtle, but is very complimentary with those contour products that I've used. Yeah, I think that looks nice. I probably am going to go in a tiny bit more with my VIEVE and just really just add some more brightness in this section. You don't want to like over blend and make things look muddy in places that they shouldn't. Okay, I think my base looks really nice. It is very glowy, so we're going to need powder and layers of powder. Okay, but under my eyes, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Prime and Stay finishing powder. And I like to just take this on, it's kind of like just a little fluffy brush. And I am going to just set my under eyes with this. Just this section. By doing this, for me, setting it before I kind of use my loose powder, my under eyes look nicer for longer, and it's just very like blurring like right under there. Next for powder, we're going to go with the Huda Baby Bake. There is not another powder that I would use for such an important event. And I've got my puff, and I'm just pushing this into the skin, and I'm literally gonna just go over everywhere with that powder and just really just push it in. I'm kind of like bouncing because I don't want to move any product about. And you can see glossy, matte. I absolutely am obsessed with this powder. Like, I just think what it does to your skin is sorcery. And my favourite way to lock everything in is take setting spray at this point. Let that dry. And then we're going to take a fluffy brush and just go over the centre of the face again. So we're really locking in everything. Nice. For bronzer, we're going to use my Charlotte Tilbury. And now I'm going to use this for special occasions because I've hit pan. And I don't really want to have to buy a new one because I've still got all of the highlighter. And I'm just setting my bronzer with powder bronzer. I'm going up into around the hairline. But yeah, this bronzer is one of my favourite, like tone wise. And I am gonna contour my nose a tiny bit. And I'm gonna use this kind of like little brush from Morphe, which has got like a triangle like tip. This is the V105. And I am just gonna contour just a little bit, just to make it appear a little thinner. Yeah, cute. For blush, I'm just gonna go in with my VIEVE Face Dimensions palette. And I just like to go between the two colours in this and just, again, just kind of go over. Okie dokie. I feel like my base is looking good. I'm happy with it. What side am I preferring? Yeah, I think the NARS side is winning. I mean, they look almost identical. I think I just like the finish of the NARS one like a tiny bit more. So this side is like winning. For eyebrows, I'm literally just going to go in with what I always use. So I use the NYX brow glue, the Kosas tinted brow, and then my NYX micro pencil. So I'll just speed through this because I do this quite a lot. I'm not really sticking them down. I don't want a really flat look, but I want them to have quite a lot of volume. Brows are done. I feel like I might do them a little bit thinner on the day, depending on how my look goes. I might just do them a little bit thinner than this, but they work. I'm next going to prime my lids with my VIEVE eye wand, as I always do. Just tap that out. Okay, eyes. I am going to use my big Beauty Bay palette. And what I basically want to create is the Khloe Kardashian look. I'm going to leave it here so we can see what we're kind of aiming for. And I'm going to go in these kind of tones. And what I want to do is just kind of add in colour along my crease and kind of swoop it out. I'm going to kind of cut the crease so I can be a bit messy, but I just need the, like, this bit can be messy, but what I'm doing on top needs to be good. I'm going to go with a little bit of like a flatter brush and just really almost intensify it like at the line. I'm literally just taking my time so it's like super blended. Basically going to do the same on this eye, just to kind of get it to that same stage. So I basically just used 3 colours just to create this kind of shape. Okay, and now we're going to cut the crease, which I always get scared about. So I'm taking some of my concealer And I'm taking like a really flat. This is the A19 from the Makeup by Ariel. I'm really kind of like loading up the brush with concealer. And I'm just basically tracing underneath that shape. I have hooded eyes, so I need to be careful not to open them. And I'm going to take a clean brush and just set that down with like a light powder kind of shade. Because if I don't set it straight away, it will go into what I've just done. And now I can open my eyes. Okay. Now we're going to do this on this side. I have quite wrinkly eyelids, so sometimes just pulling it helps. You don't want to distort your eye. Yeah, this is the vibe that I want. It's a bit crazy on the viewfinder, but in person, I think it looks cool. Okay, what are we doing now? I'm now going to take some of those lighter colours that I used, and I like to obviously just add some grunginess underneath my eyes. I've always said this, but shadow is not my forte, but I love like a really good like eyeshadow look. It's just not my like best. Next we're going to go in with my VIEVE Eye Wand in Espresso, and I do this quite a lot. I'm just adding some darkness into my like waterline and like lash line. I like to do this over using like a pencil because I just find that it's a little bit softer. I'm just going to run a tiny bit of darkness just along my like top lash line, but literally the like tiniest bit, just so there's nothing there. Yeah. And then I'm going to go in with Space Cowboy. I just know I need that shimmer. And I'm just going to take it on my finger and just kind of add that to the like white bit, just so it like twinkles. This will just kind of like catch the light in like the nicest way. Then for under my eyes, I really want to go in with this. This is the Graph ink from Made by Mitchell and Fairy Wings. It's like a liquid glitter like eyeliner, and I want to run this right under my lash line. I'm going to go in with a clean brush and just kind of dab it out, so it's not like necessarily like a harsh line. You see that? So it's just kind of there. I want it to be kind of subtle until you like really look, and then you're kind of like noticing this kind of detail. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, I do want to do some inner corner highlight, and I'm going to take this kind of like shimmery white shade, and I'm just going to really intensify my like inner corner. Okay, I like this, I think it's like interesting enough without being crazy. Okay, lashes changes everything, so let's put on some eyelashes. So I'm going to use mascara first. I'm just going to go with my Climax like mini. I really do love this mascara. I need to get it in a like a bigger size. I feel like the more you apply, the nicer it looks, which is actually quite rare with a lot of mascaras. Going to do this side too. I am going to wear falsies. I don't think I'd ever have a birthday without eyelashes. And I'm going to do my under ones too. You do have to be careful with this brush with your under eyelashes because it's a very like bristly brush. I think on the night I might go a bit warmer with the kind of shadow on top. Obviously just gone for cool tones because that's what I like naturally gravitate towards, but I think warmer will look nicer. I'm just going to take these little fluffy lashes. I got a new lash glue. So I used a duo one in the tube, but it just always like dries up, so I got this Doll Beauty one in a with a wand, and it's so much easier, and the glue is just as good. Yeah, I think I need to go a bit warmer on the eye. I think they look really pretty. The kind of glitter is literally exactly what I wanted. It's like there but not really obvious. My lip combo I was kind of like thinking about, but I'm going to go in with my Sandstorm lip liner. So I think this is like a really good brown. Like it's not super dark. And then I'm obviously going to use Posh Spice from Jeffree Star because it is my favourite. And I just love the tone. I know for some people it's probably too dark and too cool, but I just love the tone of it. And then lastly I'm going to go in with my gloss from Refi. This is in Taupe. I'm just going to go over the top of this. Okay, so this is gonna be the look. I'm so glad I did this trial because I now know I'm gonna use the NARS foundation, and I know that I like the depth of tone on my eyes, but I used some of these like cooler colours at the bottom, and I think I need to stick with these kind of ones at the top. But I'm happy with the rest of the products, and yeah, I'm really happy with the eyes. I think they turned out just really how I wanted them. I want them to be like a moment, but not like super dark and like overshadow. And in person, all these kind of different glitters really work. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna set this out to go out the like day after my party, so if you want to actually look at how my makeup turned out on the night, head over to my Instagram because I'll be posting like all night at my actual party, so you can see kind of like the final look, but it will look very similar to this. Thank you so much for watching. Next week will be my birthday vlog, so you'll see this makeup in real life again. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I really enjoyed just doing this today and sitting down with you guys. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you all again super soon.